Hello and welcome to Ankford Plays. I just booted Pillars of Eternity, which is a game I was... Okay, those don't give me ads while I'm playing the first game of the series. Pillars of Eternity, which is a game that was suggested to me by Jonathan Smithard and Joe Leakhead. Or well, mainly Jonathan, but Leakhead supported him. So that's two people who watch my videos a lot, and I trust their opinion. So if this isn't it, I'm blaming you two for this series. Now let's see. Difficulty, yeah, auto post. The only thing I want to check is doesn't seem to have a controller. So I'm guessing it's a point and clicker. It's not a point and click adventure, but in like you point at things and click on them. Graphics quality, I guess I could set that up a little bit. This game was apparently kickstarted, which that's a whole other can of worms. This might actually be one of the first Kickstarter games I've ever played. Yes, changes. I just wanted to check if I accidentally skipped an opening cutscene by starting the recording. Now, in case you haven't watched my my playthroughs of RPGs before, I generally start with a half an hour and then go to 20 minutes. I might keep to half an hour episodes, though sometimes it's been known to happen. Just so I'm going to say normal. Normal difficulty requires strategy and efficiency, two things I'm not capable of, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. It is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. Pfft, they said it was 2D Dragon Age. I've played Dragon Age before. Everybody knows I'm good at video games. Obsidian in time. Oh, I know those guys. Why would they need it to be kickstarted? What? When an attack scores a hit, it does standard damage and has a standard duration. A grace reduces damage and duration by 50%. A crit increases damage and duration by 50%. Why are they called two different things then? Is it because one is ranged, or... Oh, it reduces and increases. I completely misread that. Okay. Fine.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Huh. Okay, so I'm a fortune-seeking sick person. In a minute, they're going to tell me I died of dysentery on the way to Milwaukee or some shit. Ow! Oh, character creation. I have an idea. The place of men in society varies from culture to culture, just like in modern day. Cultures like Adia and the Dervit place them at the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nazi tag, men perform many of the homesteading and organizational duties. In Ankford and Isamitil, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. Let's read the other one. I'm probably going to pick a woman. A man, but let's read the woman's if it's there. A woman's role in Eura is largely dependent on where she's from. In the Ada Empire, Varian represented Durwood would the women occupy many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters, soldiers, and leaders of the tribes of Narsitak. In Ankford and Ixamitil. Somebody's probably going to correct me on these pronunciations. Women and men have more fluid social roles in all societies. Okay, men. Because I'm a guy. I'm a dude. Humans, most commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Durwood, the Adia Empire, Old Valia, and the Valian republics. Though not as large as a towering Aumawa, humans are known for their strength and willpower. Resolve +1, might +1. Don't know what those mean. It's a Navi. The mighty Auma are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. They're not truly aquatic, they have affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Might +2. Dwarf. That was a very small dwarf. Such a pretty face though. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They're commonly found in the Durwood and Valian republics and and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Might +2, I'm guessing that's strength. Dexterity -1, Constitution +1. Elf. Elves are the dominant race in Ankford and the White That Vents. The White That Went. Is that the name of the land then? Okay. In the Durwood and Ada. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence as well as commonly isolation. So it's basic elf type. Orlan. Pumpo. Hey, ho. Are those horns? Or is it just, it's just hair. I think there are horns there, but no. Can I zoom in? Can't zoom in. No, those are horns, I think. No, it's hair. It's ears. It's ears. Okay, and hair. Okay. Orlans are small of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Okay, they look like tiny wolfmen. Also notable for the large ears. There we got the answer. Two-tone skin and there's a word I don't know. Hirsute bodies. Orlans are commonly found in Ankford, the Ixamitil, there it comes again, plains and parts of the Durwood. They're known for the mental intensity and sharp senses. So they're small but intense. Cool. Resolve +1, might -1, perception +2. Godlike. I guess. Okay, call it a godlike if you want to, but it looks more like an insect of some description. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical in godlike unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and then their inability to reproduce, godlike often imbued with fear and wonder. Okay. What do we want to be? I don't want to be a Navi. Let's be an All-in. I've never been like at a race anything remotely like this. Let's be an All-in. Wild All-ins are the original All-ins who lived in the deepest forests and jungles between the tropics. While they've only been significantly separated from half All-ins for 1,000 years, it's pretty significantly fucking separated in the medieval ages, guys. A few genetic differences have appeared rapidly, most notably a lack of facial hair in the half All-in branch. So, okay. Wild All-ins are commonly in the deep reaches of Ankford. Unlike their half All-in brethren, they are not often seen in the Durwood, Rakrias, or the Valian republics. I'm guessing those are the areas we'll be traveling through. Defiant resolve after being subjected to a will attack. Wild All-ins temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. Half All-ins are often found as slaves in the Rakrias and the Valian republics. One of the treaty terms between the Durwood and the people of Ankford was the liberation of all enslaved, and while this has been honored, many half All-ins continue to live in the Durwood as indentured servants. So it's like, why does every fantasy universe feel the need to bring up the Civil War? Every single fantasy universe has their own version of this. Minor threat when attacking any target that is also being targeted by a teammate. Half All-ins convert some of their hits into crits. I think I'm going to pick this guy because I feel like I'll be in I'll be needing that boost to defenses. Oh jeez, there's a lot of there was never to know. Oh shit, there's a lot of shit to read. I'll spare you the details, I guess. Okay. Sheesh. You look cool. Holy shit. Brutes, madmen, berserkers, those city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect. These rural warriors are respected by the communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but in many places, the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarian is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Chanda, a cipher. Cipher can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul focus effects. These powers cause focus, which it's just like a magical dude. Druid, monk. Monk is like a karate guy, right? Yeah. It's like a karate dude. Paladin, priest, ranger, rogue, and wizard. Yeah, well, we gotta have the wizard. That look good though. Like, shit, man. I know it's a tiny hairy guy, but like, that's a nice style. That's a nice style you got there with like the sleeveless shirt there. That's nice. Okay, barbarian. It looks like he's wearing a crop top, honestly. Okay. I think we're going with the barbarian, just for the fuck of it. Just fuck it. Let's go with the barbarian. Frenzy sends the barbarian to Frenzy's state. Granting a mild constitution and attack speed bonus, but causing a deflection penalty against incoming attacks. While the barbarian's frenzy is active, his or her endurance and health are concealed. Lets out a terrifying yell, frightening enemies in the area of effect. Okay. So I'm guessing the stars mean, yeah, recommended. So I have 15 points. Highly recommend for barbarian. So I'm at least gonna get those to 10, both of them. let's see. Let's just try and... Yeah, that should probably do it. Actually, let's... Here we go. Okay, I don't know how much perception is gonna do for us, but... I know I didn't read these, but... You know... Might. Carries physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as the ability to channel powerful magic. Yeah, okay. Culture. Okay, the Edo Empire is currently the largest, most powerful force in this part of the world. It centers around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, creating ideas is at its heart and houses the majority of the humans and elven nations. Deadfire Archipelago, consisting of the nation of Nastak, dozens of armored settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands stretch among the southern sea. Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, army, and a variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. Examital Plains, located to northeast of Ankford. The Examital Plains are large expanses of fertile savannas that are extensively found by human and Orlan residents. So I'm an Orlan, that's interesting. Let's keep that in mind. The Examital culture is one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the last several thousand years. Well, Valia somehow changed my design. The fuck? Why did that happen? So, it's also dependent on your culture. The Gulf is... Okay. I didn't even notice he changed his design when I clicked there. Huh. Once a crown jewel of the southern sea, Old Valley is now crumbled remnants of an empire of warring machinations. Counting many humans and dwarves among the ranks, the Old Valian countries are still forced to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. Okay. Dominated by the Armenian nation of Rautai, the Gulf itself is a host to a number of nations, most of them Orlan and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they're some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the east. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. The Living Lands is the mountainous region of the large northern island, renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable, and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. A large, cracked southern expanse of polar ice await the vents is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the wild, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. I think we're going with the idea now. You know what? I kind of like the idea of the Deadfire Archipelago. Or... See, here's the problem. I like these. I like pretty much all of them, but... I don't like Adir as much as I like Deadfire Archipelago. But Adir has this design, which is the one I picked the class for. So I feel like I should like pick a third one just to like... Guess this could be interesting. This one. No, I mean this one. Living Lands. I guess a barbarian would also be something that arose in the Living Lands, since it's full of weather. It's unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley, so you wouldn't have a lot of time to stop and smell the lilies. In fact, smelling the lilies in a world with different ecosystems and a diversity of plant and animal life would probably kill you. So let's pick that one. background. This is very like detailed. Living lands colonist. You were part of a group that founded a fledgling colony in distant land. Why would I leave then? Why would I leave? And I colonist too as well. Now as well. Maybe I'm a drifter. No, a drifter has his own background. You'll never quite fit in no matter where you go. It's new towns, just a place to rest briefly before moving on to next. You're more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. You find the siren call of the horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave, and you built your life around finding out. You live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You've made your living tackling the life of wild creatures which would fit my culture. Keep that in mind. Okay, laborer, your life is spent in the study of your craft. Played in battle is the way of your life. Okay, so hunter and mercenary. Might merchant, probably not. Scientist, probably not. Hunter. Mercenary. Scientist, rules of governments. Rules that govern the world are a set of alchemical formula. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of checking things. These three use like the most barbarian ones. I know essentially they're just points, but I kind of want lore points, but lore requires a cumulative mystery. His knowledge and trivia often of occult or esoteric topics. Outside of conversations and scripted interaction, lore is used to activate scrolls. Okay. Primary. Oh, I can dress up, all cute like. Now you know my. If you know me, you know my color scheme. Secondary, red. Red and purple. And green. Red, purple, and green. Yeah. I look like the cringe though. Maybe I should... Yeah, this is a little bit more... Can't change this. I guess.
Well?
Watch and learn.
No prisoners!
Whoa.
Not a sound.
I've got this.
Ah!
My eyes are peeled.
Yes?
I'll lead the way. Let us end this.
They'll never know I'm here.
That would probably be a little bit weird.
I'll lead the way.
Let's go!
Steady does it. I'm here.
Now I am the leader of the group.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Quietly now. Yeah.
I've got this.
Yeah!
That's considered smooth?
Keeping an eye out.
Hey there.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Nice and slow.
I'll lead the way.
Nothing will slip past me.
Let's pick that one. I'm awesome. Name. What the fuck do I name this thing? Let's see. Thinking. Sorry, thinking. Why is this the thing I have trouble with? But let me look around the room. Maybe I'll just pick a name I see. I'm not gonna call him this shit here. Superman, Tomb Raider, Ian Flood, Napoleon Dynamite, Brazil, Lexo Schmidt. That's a terrible name. Bowling for Columbine. Why would I name him that? How about Lars? Lars. A very normal Danish name, actually. Lars. Level 1 Barbarian. Okay. Oh, there we are. Carmen Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and second Charles furrowing as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards the looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Oh! Odima looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparful, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparful nods and slides a worn bow over his shoulder. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, here we go. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Where
Nothing
are the
you won't
ruins?
see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond. So I hear.
Character's attributes, skills, and class. Skills, class, race, and culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather do we get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
So these might be the titular Pillars of Eternity.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy armored-led woman who has spent a journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own
He
time.
needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says
She's a
something like
cutie.
that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Not a problem.
Okay. Interesting. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first time visiting the world of Era, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interface available to you. The party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Clan Fathom ruins, Odima has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kalisha. Kalisha is a fighter at last excels at both close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. Select a party member, click on the selection circle. Portrait or press the number button that corresponds to the position in the party. Oh, number buttons. Okay. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen.
Just say the word.
Okay. To move selected characters, click when on the screen, blah 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 blah. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character.
Just say the word.
Does she follow automatically? I don't think so. Doesn't seem to be the case.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes is transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles, covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look. I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
We might as well try.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adia Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
He gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the others gathered together ends. Okay, I know we're at 34 minutes, and I did say half an hour, but we did spend quite a lot of time on character creation, so I'm going to go to 40. Why don't you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Good thought. Durwood's former Adia colony, so it seemed like a good place to start, and as much as I admire the Raed's work ethic, it struck me as a little fanatical. Sounds reasonable enough. Okay. What is this? Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, you open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay, sir. So
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Shit, it's a wolf. Let's kill the deer or horse. Okay. One of your characters has been engaged in melee, and when characters engage him, you choose to stop moving.
Your mom. Death to our enemies.
Oh, so that little bar there was... Okay. Wolf-eyed.
This is it.
You look like you've seen your share of action. What'd you do before you came out here? How is it you happened to come here? Got into a bar fight with someone with the spare time and resources to punish me for the rest of my life. Had a job go bad on me, some deaths that didn't need to happen. I took a job from the wrong person. Only after I finished it did I realize it would cause everyone to hate me. I just had my fill of it. Yeah. Well, we all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Lisa breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store? Going to lay low here for a while, try not to draw too much attention to myself. Picked the right place then, Gilded. Vale's days away from in real civilization. I ain't wasting time here, Odin will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Galicia sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time though, she asked me to come out, and this got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages, been doing guide work and examining. But I'll do anything for her. She's, well, a much better woman than me, so I'm here, we'll see. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Durwood, but my parents ended up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Rautai. And another in Adia. My sister's in Gaelic Wales. She's the only real home buddy. What are you telling me about Durwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adia Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. Locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Spartle's getting your water. Hold my breath that Spartle's getting your water any time soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him soon. Slapping around a little. Seems just done that way. Come on, let's get you your water. If you say so, sir. Ma'am. What we got here, though? What have we got here? What is this? A burned lady. Interesting. It does feel a lot like Diablo. Oh, the fog of war, it's tiny. Or, I mean, the light that removes the fog of war is tiny. Let's see. The water stream is... Where was that map? Guess down here somewhere? I feel like we passed the gentleman on the way here. Oh, there we go. Fallen tree doesn't budge. Sabu uses from the jack wound in his trunk.
Lift that thing tomorrow.
Okay, well, we're 40 minutes now, so I'm not gonna keep you. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Ankford Plays. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be joining next time for more shenanigans. Until then, bye.